The problem with marketers is that they all suffer from donkey delusional syndrome, which means that they think that everything that they work on is a unicorn.
Can you briefly explain what's unicorn marketing?
Sure. Unicorn marketing just is based on my experience of over 15 years of marketing, of growth marketing, just realizing that, all of the gains that you make in marketing and in sales are related to just a very, very small few percentages of the effort that you do. Usually it's like, if you think about how did eBay get to be such a big company, back in the day, it was just because they created a lot of content that ranked well on Google. So all that other marketing they did was pretty useless. And it was just like one little thing that they spent a little bit of time on, generated all that value to be able to rank on so many different keywords. You see what I'm saying? It's typically the case that, these one or two small things generates so much of the value. And so the whole idea of unicorn marketing is just the amazing ideas that really truly grow and transform your business. I call those the unicorns, and everything else that kind of doesn't really do anything, those are the donkeys. And so we really need to be good at understanding what's a unicorn and what's a donkey. Unicorns are really valuable, and they will help you a great deal. But donkeys are useless, and you should cut your losses and stop working on those projects. The problem with marketers is that they all suffer from donkey delusional syndrome, which means that they think that everything that they work on is a unicorn. Oh, I spent so much time and effort on this thing. It's a unicorn. No. I spent a lot of time blogging, but only one of my blog posts out of every 100 is it actually really works. You know what I mean? So we just got to get better at identifying kind of the things that work and kind of have a lot of different strategies and tactics on how to identify them and how to get more leverage out of those activities. All right.
Right. Yeah. Since I've listened to you on unicorn marketing, I practically went back and looked at the blog posts or the content that got the most clicks or engagements or the most visitors organically, and just spent more money using paid advertising to get them out, and also spending more time to create topics that are around the unicorn. Right?
Those are called unicorn babies. Yeah. So if you have a winning idea, those are so rare, okay, and so powerful that what you need to do is, marketers, they're silly. What they do is when they have a very successful campaign, they look at a marketing calendar and they say okay, what should we do next month? And they come up with a different idea. No. You should not. You should not come up with a different idea. You should just repeat the successful idea over and over and over. Because you found something remarkable that is valuable and is very rare. So spending more money to promote a very successful post is absolutely the right thing to do, because you're getting more leverage and more value from the content that's already proven itself to be very interesting. What marketers do, they're very silly. Rather than just putting a little few dollars to get more value out of their winning content, for example, they would rather spend more money on producing new unproven content, which is most likely not going to work. So I think that's kind of, I think you've nailed it. That's the main point there.
Yeah, for me, I looked for the content with the most engagement, but for yourself, how do you spot a unicorn? It's different for everyone.
So if you're producing, so this is true for all marketing channels. Okay, so it's not just blog content. It's if you do social media marketing, most of the posts will go nowhere. But once in a while, you get a post that has 100 comments, or you know what I mean. It's not a little bit better. It's it's a lot better, right? Where it's like, usually, if you tweet something and you get one or two retweets, and then one day you tweet something and it gets 100 retweets, like that's the unicorn, right? So you found something interesting. So what you're looking for is not, you're looking for any campaign. So whether it's social media marketing, online advertising, content marketing, like email marketing, like whatever channel you're doing marketing in, you got to look at the history of performance. So like just say email marketing. Okay, so one of the key metrics in email marketing is the open rate and the click rate for email marketing, right? Like you want people to open the email and you want people to click on the links in the email, right? So typically, if you look at your email statistics, you'll see like the average open rate might be like 10 or 15%, but if you happen to do one that got 40 or 50% open rates, well, then that's the unicorn. Why? It's not just a little bit different. It's not like 17% or 20%. Like that's only a small difference from the average of 15%. You see what I'm saying? What we're looking for is outliers that are between two, 3 or 4 or 5 times above average. Because if something does 2 to 5 times better than average, then that wasn't a fluke. That is like, there's something very special about that campaign that is really resonating with people. So like, you said with social media, you were looking at like what campaigns have the highest engagement. I think that's a really interesting way of doing it. Another thing you can do is you can look at competitor campaigns. So using tools like BuzzSumo, you can see which of their content got the most shares. Okay, so that'll tell you that, okay, well, we should copy these ideas because they're very exciting ideas. You know what I mean? Or you could use tools like SEMrush to figure out like what keywords are driving the most traffic to their site, because like, you know how it is, it's a few keywords drive the most traffic to your site. So like you can kind of find which are those few things to focus on. So like it's a combination of analyzing your own historical performance and also copying the data from competitors or partners to see what's working in their campaigns, and using that information to inform your own marketing campaigns. Does that make sense?
Yes. So find not unicorns not only in your channel, but you can also find unicorns in competitors through BuzzSumo.
Yeah, sometimes when I talk about unicorns, people think that I'm saying like you need to find a viral hit, and that's not true. Okay, a viral hit is very hard to find, like Gangnam Style or some crazy video that gets billions of views. Okay, that's crazy. Like you'll never find one of those. That's very, very hard. A unicorn. Like the interesting thing about unicorns is that no matter how terrible you are at marketing, okay, even if you're one of the worst marketers in the world, you still have unicorns, because some of your marketing campaigns will have done badly, and some of them will have done very, very, very badly. Okay, and so as long as you focus on the ones that did the least badly, those are the ones that are actually going to produce the most value. You see what I'm saying? Like you just, like, everybody has a range of performance of, like, some blog posts got 10 views and others got 100 views and some got 1 million views. Okay, like as long as you just find the ones that are not the worst things to focus on, this strategy works.